Welcome all to the lecture on numerical methods MA 8491. We are discussing Unit 1, Solution of Equations and Eigenvalue Problems. So in the previous lecture, we discussed about fixed point iteration method and Newton-Raphson method. Now in this lecture, we are going to discuss solution of linear systems of equations. We are going to find solution for the system of equations using two methods, Gauss elimination method and Gauss-Jordan method. Now, we are going to see the method for solving the linear simultaneous algebraic equation. So, in the first class itself, we see what is algebraic equation, an expression involving only the variables of x along with constants. Here we are discussing n linear simultaneous algebraic equation in n unknowns. N unknowns are discussed here. The coefficient matrix A is an n cross n square matrix and the variable matrix is our x, the constant matrix is our b. So we are expressing the given equation in terms of matrix and represent in the form of equations. That is Ax is equal to b. Here A is our coefficient matrix. Now x is the variable matrix and B is our constant matrix. Okay. Now we are going to discuss direct and indirect iterative methods. The direct methods are Gauss elimination method and Gauss-Jordan method. Iterative methods are indirect methods or Gauss-Jacobi and Gauss-Seidel. So we are going to discuss four methods. Gauss elimination and Gauss-Jordan are direct methods. Gauss-Jacobi, Gauss-Seidel are iterative methods. Sometimes they are said to be indirect methods. So first, Gauss elimination method. This is the simple and systematic method used to solve linear simultaneous equations. It is a direct method which is given in the form of equation and we represent it in the form of matrix. And augmented matrix, we represent A as coefficient matrix and B is our constant matrix, and augmented matrix is the combination of A and B. The coefficient and constant matrix combined together form augmented matrix and it is converted into an equivalent upper triangular matrix using some elementary transformation, and the solution is obtained by back substitution method. Okay, so we will be given a set of equation. We write coefficient matrix and constant matrix combined together augmented matrix. This augmented matrix is transformed into an upper triangular matrix in which the diagonal elements, below the diagonal elements are 0. This is an upper triangular matrix and the solution is obtained by back substitution. This is the concept. Back substitution method. Okay. Now consider the system of equations in three unknowns. Three equations, three unknowns. The unknowns are x, y and z. Now we write in the coefficient matrix as A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 and A33. It is represented in coefficient matrix and the unknowns are variable matrix. The constants B1, B2, B3 are constants. So this is our A, this is x and this is B. Now Ax equal to B. The augmented matrix is combination of A and B. Now we convert the augmented matrix into an upper triangular matrix and the solution is obtained by back substitution. I will explain what is back substitution while solving the problem. Now second method is Gauss-Jordan method or Gauss-Jordan elimination method. So this is a modification of Gauss elimination method. In this method, the elements above and below the pivot element are converted to 0. That is, the augmented matrix is converted into a diagonal matrix. So in Gauss elimination method, we converted in the upper triangular matrix. But in Gauss-Jordan method, below the diagonal and above the diagonal, the elements are converted in terms of diagonal form. Okay. So this is Gauss elimination and this is Jordan. Okay. The final solution is got directly without back substitution. We can obtain the solution directly in Gauss-Jordan method. However, this method involves more calculations than Gauss elimination. Since we are converting into diagonal matrix, more calculations are needed for Gauss-Jordan method. Note that in both Gauss elimination and Gauss-Jordan method, the transformation in the augmented matrix can be brought using any elementary row operation. That is, we can interchange the row or we can multiply a constant with a given row equation and add or subtract with some other rows. Now the pivot equation can be divided by the pivot element so that the pivot element becomes 1. That is the element which helps us to solve or to find 0 for some rows is said to be pivot element. For example, if we want to convert this element to 0, see here, if we convert this element 0, we use some element, that is, if we are having 2 here, we use 2 to solve 0 in row 1 and row 3, then this 2 is said to be our pivot element. So the element which help us to solve the values to become 0. Mostly the pivot elements we convert in terms of 1. Becomes 1 so that the calculations are simplified. Okay. Now we will see problem. Solve the given equations, 3 equations, 3 unknown by Gauss elimination method. So write in the matrix form, coefficient matrix. The coefficients are written here 10, 1, 1, 2, 10, 1, 1, 1, 5 and the variables x, y, z and the constants 12, 13 and 7. Now the augmented form, combine A and B. So we combined matrix A and matrix B is our augmented matrix. Now we are going to convert in terms of upper triangular matrix. That is, the element should be here and the elements in the place of 2, 1 and 1 should become 0. So we are going to convert 2 and 1 to become 0 first. So the row 2 is added with minus 2 by 10 times row 1. So consider the row 2 and we want the 0 here. So we multiply minus 2 by 10 with row 1 and if we add these two rows we get 0, 49 by 5, 4 by 5, 53 by 5. Also to become 0 here we multiplied row 1 by minus 1 by 10 and add with row 3. We get the values 0, 9 by 10, 49 by 10, 29 by 5. Since the first element is 2 here, we multiplied 2 by 10 so that it becomes 0. And so minus times 2 by 10 of row 1 plus row 2. Here 1 is given, so 1 by 10. 1 by 10 times row 1 plus row 3 gives 0 here. Okay. Similarly, to become 0 in the place of 9 by 10, we'll multiply it by minus 9 by 98 with row 2 and add with row 3. We get 0, 0, 473 by 98, 473 by 98. So we converted in terms of upper triangular matrix. So the elements below the diagonal elements are 0 here. Okay. So this is an upper triangular matrix. We stop our calculation here. So by back substitution. So we have seen in the theory back substitution method. So again we should write in terms of matrix 10, 1, 1, 0, 49 by 5, 4 by 5, 0, 0, 473 by 98 into x, y, z is equal to 12, 53 by 5, 473 by 98. Okay, so by back substitution, we have multiplying this row with this column. So 0 x plus 0 y plus 473 by 98 z is equal to 473 by 98. So we get 473 by 98 z equal to 473 by 98, which is our third equation. Now multiply second row with this column 0x plus 49 by 5y plus 4 by 5 z equal to 53 by 5 is our equation 2. Now multiply first row with this column matrix. We get 10x plus y plus z equal to 12. This is our first equation. From equation 3, we can cancel these terms and z equal to 1. Now substitute z equal to 1 equation 2, we get the value of y. Now substitute the values of y and z in equation 1, we get the value of x. So by back substitution, from equation 3 we get z equal to 1. Now if we substitute z equal to 1 in equation 2, we get 49y, 49 by 5y equal to 49 by 5. So cancelling, we get y equal to 1. Now substitute y equal to 1 and z equal to 1 in equation 1. We get 10x is equal to 10 or x is equal to 1. So the values of x, y and z are 1, 1 and 1. So this is the final answer. The solution for the given set of equations are 1, 1 and 1. Next method, Gauss-Jordan method. We are going to solve the given equation by Gauss-Jordan. So we have to convert the given equation in terms of matrix. This is coefficient matrix A, this is variable matrix, and this is constant matrix B. Okay. So now the augmented matrix A comma B is written here. Combination of A and B. Now again we are going to convert the elements to be equal to 0 in the place of 2 and 3. Here the first element is 1. So this element is our pivot element. Using this element we are going to convert 2 and 3 as 0. So multiply equation 2 by row 1, multiply 2 by row 1 or minus 2 by row 1, and if we add by row 2, this row is transformed. Okay, and to transform this row we multiply minus 3 by row 1. So in row 1 we should multiply by minus 3 and add with row 3. Okay, so minus 2 R1 plus R2, equation row 2 is changed. Minus 3 R1 plus R3, row 3 is changed. So these are the elementary transformation. So zeros, we get zeros here. Now to convert 1 and 1 first row second element and third row second element as 0, we use minus 5. So minus 5 is our pivot element here. So multiply by this element should be 1. So to get 1, we multiply by 1 by 5. So minus 1 by 5 row 2 plus row 1. So since we are going to convert row 1, we should use row 2 and row 1 to solve row 1. So minus 1 by 5 row 2 plus row 1, we can change row 1. Again 1 by 5 row 2 plus row 3, we can change this expression. Okay. Now using this value 12 by 5, we are going to convert 7 by 5 and 2 as 0. So these two elements should become 0 and using 12 by 5. So 12 by 5 is our pivot element here. Okay. So multiply minus 7 by 12 row 3 plus row 1. Row 1 is changed and minus 5 by 6 times row 3 plus row 2. Row 2 is changed. So this is our final diagonal matrix. So this is our diagonal and the elements above the diagonal element and below the diagonal elements are 0. So this is a diagonal matrix. Now in the previous also problem also we have seen. So again we should write in terms of Ax equal to B form. Our x is x, y, z. Right hand side is 1 minus 15, 12. So without back substitution, we can directly write. So 1 into x is equal to 1 from the first row. So since second and third terms are 0, 1 into x is equal to 1. Again, from row 2, minus 5 into y equal to minus 15. And from the third row, 12 by 5 z equal to 12. So the value of x is 1, value of y is 3 and value of z is, if we take this term to right side, we get 5 by 12 or 1 by 5. Sorry, 5. Value of z is 5. So if we want to solve the same problem using Gauss elimination method, we should stop here itself. From this step, we should stop, or we don't want to use this transformation, row 1. Since we need zeros in these three terms, we don't want to convert this term. Okay, first row. So we want to convert second row first element, third row first element and third row second element to be 0, and by back substitution we can obtain the values. So by back substitution we can get the three equations, and from equation 3 we get z equal to 5. Substitute z equal to 5 in equation 2, we get y equal to 3, that is minus 5y plus 2 into 5 equal to minus 5, or minus 5y plus 10 equal to minus 5, minus 5y equal to minus 15, y equal to 3. Now substitute z equal to 5 and y equal to 3 in 1. We get x plus 3 plus 5 equal to 9, or x is equal to 9 minus 8, which is 1. So value is 1, 3 and 5. In both methods we can obtain the value. The values are same. Now Gauss-Jordan method is very helpful to find the inverse of a given matrix. Okay, the first step is form the augmented matrix A and I. So we are combining the matrix A and the unit matrix, identity matrix, which is same order as A. If A is order 3 by 3, then I should be of order 3 by 3. If A is of order 2 by 2, I should be of order 2 by 2. Now transform A comma I into the form I comma some matrix B. A and I are combined together to form augmented matrix. By applying elementary row operation, we should convert A as unit matrix, identity matrix, and I as some other matrix, which is our B. Okay. Then find A inverse as B. This is our A inverse. A inverse is our B. Now find the inverse of the given matrix by Gauss-Jordan method. This is A. A matrix is of order 3 by 3. So the identity matrix is of order 3 by 3. Now combine A and I. So A and I are combined together. We are going to convert this A into identity matrix. That is, we should have elements only in the diagonal, other elements should be 0. While applying elementary operations, we should apply for these rows also. Okay. So row 2 is changed using row 1, row 2 minus row 1. So we get 0, 1, 1, minus 1, 1, 0. So row 2 minus row 1. And row 3 is changed by row 3 minus 2 times row 1. And now we want to make these two elements 0. So we are changing row 1 and row 3, row 1 minus row 2, row 3 minus row 2 using this one. Using this element, this is our pivot element. Using this pivot element, we are converting this 1 as 0. Now using this element, using minus 4, we should convert 1 and 1 as 0. So row 1 is changed by row 1 plus 1 by 4 row 3. And row 2 is changed by row 2 plus 1 by 4 row 3. Since 4 is here, we divide by 1 by 4. Okay. Now divide the equation row 3 by minus 4. We get the unit matrix in the place of A. And this is some other matrix which is our B, and this is our inverse. Therefore, our A inverse is 7 by 4, minus 5 by 4, 1 by 4, minus 5 by 4, 3 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4. So this is our inverse matrix. Or we can take 1 by 4 outside, 7, minus 5, 1, minus 5, 3, 1, 1, 1, minus 1. So this is the inverse matrix. So using Gauss-Jordan method, we can find the inverse of the given matrix.